Hey guys, Rogue Medic here. So today I want to talk about a little bit, and this is something I'm actually gonna talk about when we get more information. So I'm today going to be talking about Black Ops Cold War. Not Cold War. I'm used to calling it Cold War because apparently that was the code name of Black Ops 6 when it was when we still didn't know anything yet. It was Cold War or something like that. No, Cold War was oh. I'm an idiot. Yeah, my mind is flustered right now because I had a little bit of an interruption and I just had to restart my whole script again. Not script, but my whole video over. So today we're gonna look at the trailers for uh, the showcase, and then we're gonna talk about it a little bit. So let it play. There will be points in time where I'll interject, pause it, and interject. So just to let y'all know. Just let it load, of course. Come on, sorry. Just load. Just do your thing. Cool. I'm gonna let this go off. Oh, God. See, and I had this problem trying to record the previous video before I had any interruptions. So, try this again. I don't know why my YouTube does this, but I guess it's based off my connection. Look in the dark.
Good evening. The Soviet Union is no more. Despite a potential for instability and chaos, these events clearly serve our national interest. Free from the specter of global conflict.
Today we celebrate the mystery of American renewal.
Something's going on. Something big.
I'm a fire starter. Terrific fire
Fire
starter.
starter.
I figured if I stuck around hell long enough, I'd see the devil.
Yeah.
How's you look?
I'm a fire starter. Terrific fire starter.
The agency is compromised. We're being hunted from the inside.
I'm a fire starter. Terrific fire starter.
You don't have to trust me, Marshal. But it might be better if you do.
Hey! It's something you should see.
What the hell are we getting into? Don't trust anyone.
A minigun, of course. That's awesome.
You broke into a CIA base. Are you out of your mind?
Things got complicated.
May God continue to bless the United States of America.
You just got a first look at the campaign for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Set in the 1990s after the Cold War ends, where the truth isn't what it seems. It's an honor to stand here representing the creative teams at Activision. And please stay tuned after the showcase, where we will take you inside the studios to hear directly from Treyarch and Raven, who are working on Call of Duty Black Ops 6. You'll get a 25-minute deep dive into the story and a sneak peek at multiplayer and zombies. It's been 10 years since Call of Duty has been in our show. It's been even longer since all Call of Duty players got the same game at the same time. Going forward, everyone will experience the game, including the Black Ops 6 beta, the season expansions, and the updates at launch.
That'll be interesting.
There are currently over 100 million people who play Call of Duty every month.
Yep.
We hope to grow that community by making Black Ops 6 the first Call of Duty game that will be available in Game Pass day one. So no matter where you choose to play, everyone is welcome to experience Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on October 25th. I'm incredibly excited for today's show. I'm standing here thinking about all the passion that has gone in to making this show what it is. It's an honor to share the latest efforts from our partners around the world and from our own creative teams at Activision, Bethesda, Blizzard, and Xbox Game Studios, who are doing what I believe is some of their best work ever.
Yep.
And now I get to introduce something that is special to me.
So, all right, we're gonna jump through, but now I have a personal opinion about something. I personally do not want Black Ops 6 to be on the Game Pass thing. The personal reason I don't think we should have it is I believe some point if since it's going to be on there, I believe some point that they're gonna raise the prices for Game Pass and such, because I'm a Game Pass user. I'd pay $18 for Ultimate currently, right now. And I'm not wanting for them to jump the gun up to $20 or something of some sort, because of Call of Duty is on their Game Pass network. Listen, I'm glad that y'all are trying to integrate something into your systems and whatnot, into your stuff. And I'm glad you're trying to get other people to play this stuff. And that's the best part. You want there to be more of a reach to players, but the only reason I'm against the idea of it being on Game Pass is legitimately the reason of they're gonna jump the price for Game Pass and such. It's what I've noticed sometimes, but I could be wrong too. I think it's a great idea to try to get more people, into wanting to get, who have Game Pass but doesn't want to buy a Call of Duty game. So here's my thing: is I own majority of the Call of Duty games that are on the Microsoft Store. I'm sad to say I do, because I'm a sucker for those, especially. Now, I don't entirely always 100% enjoy Call of Duty. I like playing other games too. The only reason I like Call of Duty is for one reason, and one reason only: zombies. The zombies is the only thing that holds my attention. I am not good at multiplayer. I suck at multiplayer. Even if I were to try and do better, I am not good at multiplayer. So, here's my other thing too. I like it a little bit because there could be more people and more players who come from Game Pass who like Call of Duty. They can get it easily. Now, even for me, the way I'm doing this is I have, what's it called? I actually pre-ordered this game. So come October 10th or 15th, I think it's 15th. So with Microsoft, the Xbox Store is 10 days before the game will actually come out, they will take the money out of whatever whatever card or whatever your money is for the game. They will do that. So, okay, that's the best part. That's cool. So for me, on the 10th or the 15th, I get to wait and see, I get to wait, of course, for the game to come out still, and they'll take my money. Awesome. Because, by the way, October 19th is when my birthday is. So, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 6 days after my birthday, I'm waiting for the game to come out. So, that's going to be an awesome late birthday gift. Now, I'm also an RPG player a tad bit. I like a series called Disgaea. Now, if we have another Disgaea game coming out this year, then I think there'll be a stream probably for that. But anywho, back to the subject. Let's watch the rest of this, and then I'll get to my opinions. But I will tell you one thing. I do not like Russell Adler. I actually hate that character very much. I have no respect for him. But his actor is pretty good. I'll give it that. So, let's just continue.
World premiere.
Oh, by the way, I'm going to show you the Gears of War trailer that we got at the showcase. We'll get into that one a little bit, too. So, by the way, they're saying war is over. So, this is obviously, well, we'll get to what it is, but they're talking about the war between the UIR and the COG, whereas they call them the Indies, which is the something United Independent Republicans or something like that. Oh, why'd you do that? I don't know if that's the Pendulum Wars or something. I don't remember what it's called. United Individual Republic, yeah. Sorry, it's United. United Individual Republic, UIR. Ooh, that is nasty, but that is good looking. Oh, Marcus, it's been a long time since we've seen you like this before. Dominic, so good to see you again, dude. Seriously. It's been a while since we saw Dom, or I think this is Dom, but some people may have said also that we may see Carlos Santiago or something. I don't know. Dominic, yeah, it's Dominic. Yep, those are e-holes. Look at the... Oh, no. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. On the right, on the left there. Watch. Look at that. That's a corpser. Oh, yeah. Left and right. Corpsers. So this is obviously Yep. Yep. Emergence Day. I love what I see. I like the I like the what do you call them, stories. So let's get into the actual thing.
Hello and welcome to Treyarch in Los Angeles, and thanks for joining us today. We're excited to share what we've been working on for the past few years. For Black Ops 6, we really wanted to give ourselves the time to craft something truly great. This means we're delivering a new level of polish and innovation across all parts of the game. I've been working here for over 20 years, and I can tell you that we have something special on our hands with Black Ops 6. And I know that the team are excited to give you a deep dive into our campaign and global innovations across the entire game.
With Black Ops 6, we're taking players to a new but familiar era, the early 90s. In true signature Black Ops fashion, our story builds on real history, thrusting players into a conspiracy where a shadowy force has infiltrated the highest levels of the US government, branding anyone who resists as traitors and forcing players to go rogue for the first time to fight the very machine that created them. The team has been meticulously crafting every aspect of this game to deliver the fun and attitude players expect from the Black Ops franchise.
Multiplayer is of course here and brings the Black Ops style and provides a playground for the brand new Omni movement system. New way to push beyond your limits and move like an action hero. You'll see a sneak peek of that later today. Round-based zombies is absolutely back and better than ever, and you can be sure it's full of surprises. With that, let's step into the mind-bending campaign experience we've been crafting with our partners at Raven.
No turning back now.
Every Call of Duty player has a favorite campaign mission. When we set out to make Black Ops 6, we were focused on delivering missions so iconic that they stick in your memory long after. We are bringing...
By the way, I'm looking forward to a specific mission in this game, actually. And that mission is going to be the one that they talked about, the heist.
That action-packed blockbuster feel to every step of the narrative. We're giving you more variety, more dynamic moment-to-moment gameplay, and more options to finish each mission.
We can do this loud or quiet.
The game is packed with unexpected moments of Black Ops mystery. It's a
to
high-octane spy thriller where you're never sure who to trust and what's real. And it's all set against the backdrop of the early 90s. The Soviet Union was crumbling after the fall of the Berlin Wall and the end of the Cold War. The US is the only remaining superpower. The Gulf War was dominating headlines everywhere, and there was a growing mistrust in government, reflected everywhere across the music, television, and pop culture of the time. When we talk about the Black Ops timeline, Black Ops 6 comes after the events of the Cold War, but is directly tied to the 1986 flashbacks in Black Ops 2, the aftermath of which has left our heroes in dire circumstances.
Some you should see.
Black Ops 6 blends the rich and gritty history of previous franchise titles with bold new characters, with veteran Frank Woods as our through line in our story. In this new chapter, we see a different side of Woods following his traumatic injury at the hands of Raul Menendez. He's been pulled from the field as he adjusts to a new role within the CIA, often behind a desk or on the other end of a radio. His protege is Troy Marshall, who's been making a name for himself in the field. Marshall is...
You want my personal opinion? I think Troy Marshall is more of a, protege for Russell Adler. Oh, by the way, I will be talking about the guns a little bit, but this is a nice-ass looking ass MP5. It reminds me of the MP5 from Modern Warfare 2019.
A reluctant leader driven by a strong moral compass. Marshall and Woods are working with another new face in Black Ops 6, CIA handler Jane Harrow. She's a born leader, fearless and brilliant.
So, Jane Harrow, by the way, replaces Jason Hudson because Jason Hudson, for those who don't remember or don't know, Jason Hudson had been killed by Raul Menendez. He volunteered to be killed by him because no one made the decision. So instead of Woods taking the hit, Hudson took the hit, and Hudson got kneecapped just like Woods, but Hudson had his throat slit by Raul Menendez.
And helps manage their relationships.
So she replaces Menendez. Okay, no, so she replaces Hudson. Excuse me, not Menendez. She replaces Hudson. She kind of reminds me of Kate Laswell from Modern Warfare 2019 to Modern Warfare 2, the 2022 version, and then Modern Warfare 3, the 2023 version. She reminds me of Kate Laswell from all three of those.
Woods' ability to operate in the shadows has always been hugely valuable to the CIA, whether they want to admit it or not. And Marshall has the ability to make tough calls in the field, ones that Harrow trusts him to make. But when an operation goes wrong, Woods and Marshall are suspended and ultimately forced to go rogue. They soon realize they have to trust each other to get to the bottom of what's going on. Without any of their usual resources, they have to build their own team, recruiting two exciting new characters in Felix Newman, a technical genius, and Savati Dumas, a mysterious assassin. With the end of the Cold War, these former enemies have become new allies. And with the sudden return of notorious operative Russell Adler, who'd gone missing for months, a former ally may have become a new enemy.
For the Black Ops single-player campaign, we prioritized mission variety and unique experiences. Our goal was to offer players a wide variety of mission types, each crafted from the ground up. One moment, you'll be storming a palace. The next, you'll be pulling off a heist at a casino.
This is the mission that I'm talking about.
We aim to take players all over the world and immerse them in vastly different experiences. Within these missions, we wanted gameplay to unfold in multiple ways, giving players the freedom to navigate through them as they see fit. Where we have different combat styles, we also have conversation opportunities where you can talk, barter, and manipulate your way into different experiences. And we think you'll want to replay levels to see them all.
We are excited to offer a variety of different enemy types in the campaign. The goal was to provide different challenges for the player. So whether they choose to go in guns blazing or take a stealthier approach.
Line them up right, you can take them both down with one shot. Nice and quiet.
We've continued to push
So,
on.
I'm seeing several guns here. We got an MP5. We have some sort of M4 or commando or... I heard there was an assault rifle or carbine of some sort called the car something. It's a carbine rifle that's like an M4 of some sort, basically. But we obviously have the M16A2 because this is the automatic M16.
What's possible in terms of
Colt
how our
M16A2.
enemy combatants behave. Your enemies will be relentless, constantly seeking to outmaneuver you throughout the levels.
We also have the AKs, but they're going to be called the cast-off, obviously, or some sort.
But cut off escape routes, push on players' location, and force them to think on their feet.
Ooh.
We've created certain missions where we give you a high-level objective and a variety of ways to approach that objective. One mission in particular takes place in a vast desert in Iraq. You and your team are hunting down missile launchers with the SAS. It's one of the largest campaign maps that we've ever created.
Look alive, people! They know we're coming!
find that some of our destinations have a startling contrast in look and feel as well. We have a mission that takes place in an opulent casino in Southern Europe. It's unlike any past mission in Call of Duty. And what the player does in this space is totally unexpected. And another one of our missions we have set in the harsh tundra of northern Russia.
We are excited to offer an array of brand new equipment, as well as some favorites from the Black Ops universe. RCXD,
I remember
Tranquilizer
that.
Trap.
Okay, see, I do not ever recall a previous Call of Duty game where there was ever a tranquilizer trap. I know there was like a gas trap, and then there was a, what's that other one I'm thinking of? But I never, ever remembered a tranquilizer trap of some sort.
Adrenaline stim, homing knife.
Okay, this is interesting, a homing knife. This would, I think this would be interesting. And then at the same time, it would be a problem because I think for some people that like to bicker about a lot of things, they're gonna find that that homing knife is gonna be overpowered and whatnot.
Disruptor.
Shock stick, but so I think about the homing knife. I don't think it's gonna be a long range thing. I think it's gonna be like a short to medium distance kind of an item.
The campaign is grounded within an expanded campaign hub called the Safe House. You might remember we also had that in Black Ops Cold War. But this time, we wanted to think a little bit more broadly about the environment. We chose to have our team's hub located in a more naturalistic setting. So, it's in an abandoned manor by an ocean cliffside.
Now that's cool because I like that a little bit. Now, what would have made sense? Maybe. Another content creator before said it was supposed to be in Iraq or Iran, that there was supposed to be a safe house at one point for us to be in this kind of like situation, but I don't know.
What's most unique is that it used to be a KGB black site, which was operational during the 50s and 60s. This brings a lot of intrigue to the Safe House and will allow players to explore and discover secrets from the past.
Okay, so something I see in the background, obviously we're having an M1911 comeback.
The team is also bringing back the evidence board, which is still the centerpiece of the Safe House experience, but with brand new upgrades. Players can view the campaign outline, gain deeper insights into missions, and analyze evidence collected throughout missions.
Please. Okay.
Capture.
Okay, the attacker comes in. I'll go. 3, 2, 1, go! That was sick. Great. I think we got it.
With Black Ops 6, our goal is to create a more connected experience that keeps players immersed across every single mode. We've pushed ourselves at every corner to innovate and craft the most signature Black Ops experience for our players. Movement has been a consistent area of focus and innovation for Call of Duty. And with Black Ops 6, we're redefining movement across the entire game.
Movement that you could do in games like Max Payne. I know there are several shooters and such, and there are several games that come out that you can do all this movement that they call Omni movement in this game, that, you know, you're going to see them showing and doing that's upcoming. You can already do a lot of this stuff in a lot of games. Games like Max Payne, I can't remember the others, but a lot of these games, you've been able to strafe and stuff, like 2010 games, 2011, and so forth. There are games that have this kind of movement before even this game decided to do it. I think they just literally just decided to put all of this in this version, but you know.
For the first time ever, players can sprint in any direction and move like a true Black Ops action hero with an entirely new global system we call Omni Movement. This unlocks the ability to move like never before and seamlessly chain combat maneuvers like slide, dive, and our enhanced supine prone in full 360 degrees range of motion.
Let me pull that back a little bit since it decided
Supine
to
prone
skip
in
it.
full 360 degrees range of motion.
And you could do that in Max Payne, by the way.
From the beginning, we started with, you can't do this thing, why? And then realized people actually move that way. What happens if we get rid of that construct?
I think
And then
Rainbow Six
instantly it
Siege had
opened
something
up,
to do with
oh,
the
if you can
movements.
sprint in any direction, then you can dive in any direction, you could slide in any direction, which then led to all the on-the-ground movement and everything else chaining together.
Ooh. That's rough.
It's really been something that changes how you think and play the game.
But
whether
I
it's
like what they're
campaign,
doing.
MP, or zombies. We truly believe that once you experience Omni movement, there's no going back.
Yep. Ooh, look at that. There's a car with a LMG, like belt fed.
We also have what we're calling intelligent movement, which is a set of features that drastically reduces how many buttons or keys you're pressing to
That
perform
belt fed,
various
but,
movements.
you know, box mag
These
fed.
can be enabled in player options, and they're broken down into 3 categories: sprint assist, mantle assist, and crouch assist. And each of these settings will allow for fine-tuning.
I might use
Intelligent
some of
movement
those
really started
settings.
with this idea that we want all players to focus on what they want to do and not how to do it. We want every player, regardless of skill level or input or experience with Call of Duty, to be able to engage with Omni movement and live out their own action hero fantasy in Black Ops 6. We looked at other genres like racing games, where they have these great assist settings that can be turned on and off. Things like traction control or assisted braking. And we really love the idea of taking that thinking and applying it to our own movement options. I don't think this is a one-size-fits-all thing, and I encourage players to play around with combos of these settings to really dial in their preferred setup. Hit zones are regions on a character that react when taking damage or dying. In past games, we've only had 4 regions.
Again, we've had previous games that can do this anyways, because even games today still have this kind of regional, you know, thing. They're going to show about 9 different body parts. Several even Call of Duty games, I think, had different regions you could kill someone at and on their body, and they would react to that way.
For Black Ops 6, we've actually increased that to 9. In past games, we've only had 4 regions. For Black Ops 6, we've actually increased that to 9 regions. So now we can determine if that enemy was shot in their left leg or right leg, and then we'll play a bespoke death animation depending on that location that they were hit. So world connectivity is this concept that players' movement and reactions are connected to the world based on their choices. A great example that really shines is a global feature we call corner slicing, where as you round a corner or go through a doorway, your weapon's going to dynamically rotate in the direction that you're rounding that corner. And since it's dynamic...
So there's a game, I swear, that I played before that does dynamic slicing already.
It'll be a bit more dramatic if you're slowly clearing a room, but won't affect
your
corner. And since it's dynamic, it'll be a bit more dramatic if you're slowly clearing a room, but won't affect you at all if you're barreling full speed around that same corner. We are constantly looking for opportunities to set the bar with movement and animations in Black Ops 6.
Take cover!
Our team is super thrilled to show you the best looking characters that we've done. Through our process of photogrammetry, gear was acquired, scanned, and incorporated onto each of our operatives. For our faces, a dynamic real-time analysis of spontaneous performances was captured and processed to make every emotional, impactful moment true to actual life. We made sure to have special attention to the cuticles and make sure that they don't look like they're just
insect animation, they're back, I like that.
The oils on their palms as they're sweaty and running through situations that they're in.
Zombies as well.
We're paying attention to every detail.
The thing that I'm most excited about is the number of new weapons from the era that we've added, which includes many that are brand new to the franchise. Our heroes are rogue operatives, and they operate outside the normal playbook. That means they're procuring gear by any means necessary, and it allowed us to pull a unique mix of
Look at that
weapons.
Psychop or whatever.
We made
No. We're not.
and it
missing
allowed us to
anything.
pull a unique mix of weapons. We made sure to deliver dozens of unique attachments for every gun, and this allows the players to create a
Ooh.
weapon to match any playstyle.
So, if what I'm hearing is correct, some guns will have unique attachments to each weapon of their own, apparently, or something. So maybe a gun, like an LMG of some sort, has that, box magazine styled kind of, ammo box for an LMG. So let's see.
That you can imagine, all while maintaining the feel and tone of the era.
In Black Ops 6, we really strive for striking that balance between real and hyper-real, but we want to ground our effects in realism. We find real-world reference so that we can match that motion, the weight, the timing, then riff off of that and create that hyper-real look that everybody has come to know and love from Call of Duty.
Oh, that's badass.
The Black Ops 6 user experience is all about focusing players on what they need when they need it, and our in-game HUD is no different.
I like
From the
this.
minimap to the ammo widget to in-game notifications, the Black Ops 6 HUD combines some of our best designs in a clean, streamlined experience.
I like that.
For the first time in Call of Duty, players will be able to change their HUD in dramatic ways
Yep.
to suit their needs. For instance, streamers can choose a layout optimized for their setup, or maybe you want your HUD centered so you don't have to look away. Want to play hardcore anywhere, or finally put the minimap in the bottom left? Those are options as well. Not only does the HUD give players important status, it connects them to the world and helps them feel rewarded for being awesome. As players track that elusive challenge or target their next level unlock, Black Ops 6 delivers an end-to-end experience from the
So
lobby.
by the way, that assault rifle that some of the characters are using. So by the way as well, looks like we have the gunsmithing system coming back. I like the gunsmithing system a little bit. The only thing I don't like about what gunsmithing has, is people love this meta. Like the meta loadouts, meta this, meta that. I don't really want that, to be honest with you. I like gunsmithing because it's cool because you have your own unique variety and options, and I don't know if that's pick 10 or something like that because I see that there's a certain number right there. If you look at those little yellow squares, or what do you want to call it, gold squares or something like that. I see, what is it, 1, 2, 4, 5, 4 or 5. So there's a pick 10, obviously, because you got what you look right there. You got the muzzle, what looks like a barrel. You have, I want to say it's an underbarrel. So you have the stock, the grip for the handle grip, the magazine, the undergrip or the barrel. You have the barrel, and then you have the muzzle end of it. So I wonder what else that they're putting in there, if it's ammunition type and stuff. I wonder if that's actually coming back. I guess we'll wait and see in a few months when, especially in August, I guess we'll wait and see what happens then.
Into combat and back, where player progress and achievement are celebrated in a big way.
Now, okay, I just saw something. I need to show you all something.
Where player progress and
so
achievement
it's
are
gunsmithing,
celebrated
obviously, is back.
Big way.
Alright. So someone said that there's teasers for...
Into combat and back, where player progress and achievement are celebrated in a big way.
Nuketown is coming back, they say, because if you look back there, if you look on the background of the multiplayer, and then all the people, and then all those, what do you call it there on the right, the players and stuff. You look to the left of those operators, there looks like what could be the Nuketown sign, or something of some sort in the background there. So maybe Nuketown is there. Yep, it even says Nuketown on the thing right there.
Alright, we're all settled. Audio's good. Everybody's happy, Jeff?
Lawrence did.
Early on in Black Ops 6's development, we set a goal to make leveling and XP matter more than ever. Looking back through the Call of Duty and Black Ops catalog, there's a lot of love, both internally at Treyarch and that we see in our community, for how we used to handle Prestige.
Yep, I like the old Prestige system.
Traditional Prestige is back in Call of Duty with
Yay.
Black Ops 6. We pulled the best of the best from past Call of Duty Prestige systems and are going.
By the way, that assault rifle this person used previously, that's an AK-5C, or as they called it in the Cold War, the Krieg 6. Now, I believe the shotgun right here is a Remington 870. That or it's an Remington M10 or something of some sort.
Going bigger and more rewarding than ever. Players who reach max player level will have the choice to enter Prestige, start fresh with relocked gear, and go through the leveling journey again. Black Ops 6 will have 10 Prestiges, each with a valuable set of rewards to earn
There's the
and
Krieg
equip
6
to
or
peacock your
the
status. Players who make it through
AK-5C.
Prestige 10 aren't done. Instead, they'll graduate into Prestige Master with 1,000 additional levels to climb
Yes.
through, and a classified reward to uncover for anyone dedicated enough to make it all the way to the end. The full Prestige system is available on day one in Black Ops 6.
That's what I want. That is something I've been wanting.
We know how many of our players look forward to multiplayer, and we will be providing a deep dive on it later in the year. For now, here's some insight into our development of Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Our vision since day one has been to craft an approachable and engaging step change of that signature Black Ops multiplayer experience. We focused on supporting 3 core playstyles for launch. Enforcers are the slayers who like to kill and stay on the move. Recon is all about intel and counter-intel play. And strategists are support players who throw their bodies at objectives for the win, or focus on taking out enemy score streaks for the team.
Okay, so the three things he talked about there. There are 3 types of players. The strategist, which is what I am. I'm actually a strategist player. I like to take out score streaks. I like to have the score streaks up, or equipment out on the field to assist everybody else, because I'm not about all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run around and kill people. I'm not good at being competitive, but you know what? I like to help assist on the field, so I'm the supporter character. The enforcer, he's gonna be running around and killing people, so there's gonna be perks designated for him. And then I forgot what the recon user, the people who want that intel or information about where their enemies are. That's pretty good. I like that. I just hope that, I just hope they keep doing some good stuff with this game.
All of our weapons, gear, and gadgets in multiplayer have been intentionally designed through that lens of supporting these play styles.
Awesome.
And of course, it wouldn't be a Black Ops game if you can't relive those action hero moments in theater mode, which we're happy to announce is.
I'm glad people are getting what they want. I didn't really care for theater mode. Now, I think what's cool about theater mode is like with Black Ops 2, you can have theater mode up and play whatever map you're on. And then you can use theater mode to your advantage to start exploring other stuff in theater mode, like the out-of-bounds areas of the maps and stuff like that,
Returning with Black Ops 6. Now I said we're only getting a taste of MP today, but of course that means you're going to get some early details on maps.
We're happy to announce that we will be launching with 16 all-new MP maps. We've got 12 core 6v6 and 4 strike maps, which can be played as 6v6 or 2v2.
Okay.
What do players like? What do we know that they want? So we're back to our
3-lane maps. I like 3-lane maps.
classic 3-lane maps.
Yes.
We've got fast, frenetic experiences, and we have that balance with more
I want
medium
3 lanes.
size,
Just
like
3
better
lanes.
for hardcore
3 lanes in
pacing,
a map
to
like
keep the
that.
action flowing, but still have meaningful decisions for the player to make. The maps have their own stories, and we have multiplayer taking place after the campaign, after you finish it.
So when this game comes out, by the way, I am going to stream the campaign. And I think I may actually like record the campaign as well at the same time. But I will stream the campaign for this game when it comes out on the 25th. So, and then when it comes to the multiplayer, I'm going to take a look around the maps and stuff and see what, the differences and such were from the campaign to the multiplayer.
So don't want to get into too many spoilers there, but you'll experience some of those locations through the multiplayer lens.
We've covered a lot today.
By the way, I see a few Easter eggs in here. I see the book, the Black Ops 3 strategy guide. I also see a book here. It says, "Thanks for the feedback." I have looked at other content creators' videos, and they are saying that this book is actually, this white book here is called "Thanks for the Feedback." It has the author name of a woman and a male, where it's about the taking feedback, but from multiple different ways, positively, negatively, and whatnot, taking the feedbacks in general. And then obviously here we have Gobblegums. So Gobblegums is obviously coming back into the whole fray. Now back here, I see our perk machines, and I like this. It looks like we're getting perks. It looks like Zombies is going to retain perks, and I like that.
But couldn't leave you without giving you just one more thing.
Ooh, that's a big boy. So, of course, I read that I was told a few things. One, not only do we have a set crew, you can see it right here. There's Weaver. That character next to him is apparently Carver. And let me see if I can speed it up a little bit. Now, someone actually said that there is salvage equipment and stuff again. Salvage, excuse me. And then apparently we still have equipment drop. So as you can see, there's Weaver, Gray, Carver, and there's a new chick. I don't remember her name, but it's already out on the internet. She's a new gal.
Round-based Zombies is back, and we're picking up the Dark Aether storyline where we left it. We're excited to announce that there will be 2 brand new maps available at launch, with a curated
I wonder
mix
what
of
that book
fan-favorite
is down
features
there.
and new elements to discover. For those new to Zombies, it's our unique take on the cooperative horde mode, where every map is packed full of powerful weapons and upgrades, deadly enemies, and tons of secrets to uncover. The legacy of Zombies is incredibly important to Treyarch, and we are so proud of what the mode is bringing to players in Black Ops 6. As you've heard today, the innovations in movement systems will also be coming to Zombies. Plus,
okay, I like that. Now, I have a personal opinion about Omni movement. I don't think that's going to be a good idea for multiplayer. It's going to be super sweaty. That is my only one thing about Omni movement, is multiplayer is going to be extremely sweaty because of Omni movement. Now, I'm okay with the use of Omni movement in Zombies. I think probably in Zombies I will be, using Omni movement. Let's continue anyway.
There are many additional zombie-specific features, both new and returning. This is going to be a truly epic return for round-based zombies.
I do want to bring something back before I continue. I actually want to see a few things. Oh my god, I hate that. I hate it when I drool just talking. I do want to see some things come back, like some perks, like Widow's Wine. I would actually like to see Bandolier Bandit even come back. Dying Wish was another good one. If there's anything you guys ever would want to see come back into this game itself, or something, that you liked from a previous Call of Duty game to come back, go ahead and let me know down in the comments, and maybe one day these devs will see something. I know the devs are like, well, we pay attention to all this stuff. Okay. Maybe one day the devs will see what you're talking about, and maybe they'll take some information, some of that in. But I want to see some good perks come back, and I definitely would like to see some interesting stuff. I want to see some good wonder weapons. Okay, and I will say one thing. I want a gun to come back. I want some guns to come back from either a previous Call of Duty game or something. I think one of the guns I'd like to see come back is a PPSH-41, especially in Cold War. That was actually a pretty good submachine gun in my opinion. I liked it.
Be on the lookout for more intel coming later this year.
Which I will.
Steph interviewed AB. Mark?
Now, we know we only gave you a little taste of multiplayer here today, so make sure to mark your calendars for our worldwide multiplayer reveal event at Call of Duty Next on August 28th. Make sure to stay tuned for details and watch your favorite streamers get hands-on Black Ops 6 so you can be prepped and ready to jump into our MP beta and feel Omni movement for yourself.
When the beta comes out, I'll even stream it too, because I'd like to see how this goes. By the way, the one thing I'm afraid of seeing again is battle rifles I don't like battle rifles like we had in Modern Warfare 2. Like we had all those M14. What is that? Not M14, but there was a few of those FJX Cinder guns, like there was a semi-automatic variant. You could turn it to fully auto, which kind of was the FTAC Recon. That's what they are, the FTAC guns. FTAC Recon, that was the one I didn't like. I didn't like the Lockman, what's that, 7.62? I think that's like the semi-automatic version. I don't like those kind of rifles. I like burst or automatics. Now, okay, I know there's a legitimacy of a reason behind this one. I want to see the AUG, the AUG, the AUG come back. Now, the specific version of the AUG I would like to see is the fully automatic variant, not the 3-round burst variant like we've had before. I genuinely like the AUG from Strayer, but the reason that I know they did what they did was because of legitimacy, the legal reasons behind the firearm itself. I obviously want to see the Galil and such come back. I want to see a lot of those guns come back. I even like the Enfield. I want to see a lot of those come back. Let's keep going.
We'll be sharing so much more about Black Ops 6 in the coming months and look forward to seeing your reactions and your feedback from our open beta coming up this fall and into launch.
Okay.
And it's not just about launch, because the team is already focused on delivering
Give us some good
score
streaks and kill streaks
which we'll
too.
be sharing more about.
So obviously we have human shielding, which is going to be awesome.
Am I allowed to talk about Warzone?
Okay, so no offense to any of those who are Warzone players, I don't care about this.
No.
Our goal on Black Ops 6 was, and still is, to make something that is the best work we've ever done, and frankly, the most fun to play.
Cool.
To do that, we deconstructed all of our gameplay, our systems, and content plans, and repeatedly asked how something could be better.
Awesome.
In some cases, that led us to huge innovations like Omni Movement, where we're now allowing players to move how real people and operators move.
Omni Movement is
In other cases, it led us back to some of our classic systems like Prestige.
I
Then
like
taking
them.
that classic system through the ringer and making updates and improvements.
That's good.
Across our weapons, gear, operators, maps, and more, a huge push has been to hit the highest visual
Awesome.
and audio fidelity possible. The campaign tells an all-new Black Ops story where you're forced to go rogue and are being hunted by the teams that trained you.
I like
On top
that.
of that, the team is really focused on mission and engagement variety.
Sweet.
Multiplayer is a key ingredient in the DNA of Black Ops, and hopefully in this...
I don't think multiplayer is. I think zombies has always been the key ingredient to any Treyarch game entirely. Now, multiplayer, I would believe, is the other key ingredient to it, but I believe the primary ingredient is zombies to many of the players.
sneak peek, it was clear that every single part of the MP game loop will be improved and better than ever, from movement to shooting to footsteps to engagement systems to death.
Yeah.
And last but definitely not least, the triumphant return of round-based zombies.
Which we've been waiting for.
There is so much more to share across all 3 game modes before the game officially launches on October 25th.
Okay. Which should be interesting because I hope we get some good Halloween event stuff.
On behalf of the entire team, we can't wait for you to play Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
Alright, I believe that's it. Here we go, Vault Edition and get. By the way, I have already pre-ordered this game, so I am getting this stuff. See, if that's part from Cold War, and there was a content creator who's like, so all new operators, so excuse me a second, all new probably to the game. But to some of us, Park and Adler, if it's the same Park, by the way, unless it's a different Park. If it's the Park I'm thinking of from Cold War, she's probably a returning operator. And Adler's a returning operator too, because Adler was an operator in multiplayer. Just like Park. Brutus and Klaus, awesome. I like the guns I saw, by the way, and they really remind me of BO4. So let's look at this right here. The LR 7.62. That really reminds me of the Locust sniper rifle, but I think it's going to be the L96 or whatever it's supposed to be. Its real-life counterpart version of. The Jackal PDW. That reminds me of the SOG 9mm from Black Ops 4. Marine SP. I'm thinking this is either supposed to be the Remington 870, the Remington M10, or this is supposed to be another shotgun. But these Mastercrafts look pretty good. AMES 85, I think the Ames. I think this is supposed to be some sort of AK or assault rifle version. M4 or AK of some sort, and then we have a combat knife. That combat knife looks like some sort of dark ether colored thing. I like that. Zombies, I also want to see a zombies camo come back. I like the camo in Cold War. I like the dark ether camo we had for zombies. Now, as for the Woods Operator Pack, I don't know if this is going to be in Black Ops 6 here. I know in Modern Warfare 3, it's playable to be using him. I already have the regular, since I pre-ordered it, I have Woods, and I already have Zombies Woods. I need to get the Numbers Woods, and that's kind of pretty much it. Because I've also already done the secret event that's going on in Warzone, where you have to go to 3 or 4 different things. So your first reward is, in Warzone, you need to get a kill with Sally. And the way to get Sally in Warzone is you need to go to Urzikstan. In Urzikstan, there's going to be an open bunker in Old Town by water of some sort, and good luck getting in there. The code for that door is 72559, I believe, or 72599. I think it's 559. But then you need to get Sally, and then you want to hit the computer for the second calling card. I forgot the name of it, and then you need to kill someone with Sally, the Sally pistols, to unlock her. Now, the Sally pistols you could get in, buyback solos. There are some people I've ran into who are willing to help others unlock Sally. They'll let you kill them usually. I had 2 occasions where I told some people. My first occasion was with Sally. There was a guy with the Sally pistols. I was on my microphone here, and I sat there and I said, "Hey, look, please wait, hear me out for a minute." I said, "I'm just trying to unlock Sally. Sally's the one thing I'm literally trying to get at the moment." I said, "If you want the calling cards, you can have it, but Sally is what I'm here for. I said, if you would let me kill you, I said, I'm on my last life. I said, but I'm willing to help you or someone else get Sally. I said, just please let me kill you with Sally at least once so I could just unlock it. He let me. He actually dropped the pistols, and he nodded at me, and he dropped Sally. So I killed him really quickly with the pistols. I dropped it after he died. When I got the confirmation, I unlocked the Sally mod, the blueprint. So I dropped the pistols, and I waited for him to come back. I said, all right. I said, thank you very much, dude. I said, I appreciate that you let me get it. I said, please just kill me. You know, just end me so I could just leave and get out of here, please. I said, I appreciate what you've done for me. And the dude actually and I talked for about a few minutes. I said, yeah. He goes, are you going to play the game? I said, no. I said, I'm sorry. I said, go ahead and just get the kill on me. I said, I'm going to be done. I don't like Warzone. I said, the only reason why I logged on here to Warzone is literally to get Sally and these things. So yesterday, I actually put some more time into Warzone a little bit. I didn't play for the kills. I didn't play for the dubs, as you all call it. I actually just went on Warzone for the calling cards. You had to go in the submarine, and that was a pain to do because I had to play it on duos and wait for a resurgence duos or whatever duos on Rebirth Island to get the calling card, that picture on that submarine. Now, the huge pain in the ass was I had other players there. So how I got it was on the submarine when it spawns. There's the front end. There's the little the part where it's like on the bow or something on the top of there. There's a ladder you could drop down. You could slide down technically, but I jumped down because my ass wanted that picture. I was at 1 HP technically because I was about to. I was a one shot from anyone. I hauled ass to that board and I picked up that calling card, that picture, and I got the calling card. The one dude and his buddy came in because they were pissed that I grabbed the thing, and I managed to kill those two with the Desert Eagle somehow. You know what? Let them get into the next game because the reason I killed them was they were attacking me after I got the card. And then I went back to Urzikstan on Buyback Solos. There were 3 or 4 of us. I said, wait. I said, listen. I said, I'm not here to kill none of you. I said, I just want the calling card. I said, I'll put the code in for you guys to get Sally. I said, just let me get the calling card, please. Let me get the computer at the terminal for this calling card. I said, I'll let you guys kill me for Sally. I said, I'll let you guys do that. If you guys are in agreement, I'll do it, you know. And they were all nodding their heads. They were like shaking their heads. They were like, So I'm like, okay, cool. So I put the code in and I told them what the code is. I said, it's 72559. I said, just remember that when you come back here. I said, now I'll unlock it for you guys to get Sally. And then you guys can kill me for Sally after I get the terminal. So I hit the button on the terminal and I got my final calling card. That was it. Now, I came back twice. I let someone kill me that had Sally. And after that, I came back again. My screen was like so messed up. I couldn't see anything. My gun, nothing. It had the screen from the Black Ops 6 thing from interacting with the terminal. So I couldn't see shit, but I still went back there. I said, hey, look, I said, if anyone's got Sally needs a kill with it, kill me. I said, I'm blind as a bat and I cannot see. Please just end my misery. And someone literally shot and killed me, even though I couldn't see what their kill cam. So it's like, you know what? All right, I got everything. So by completing that, all 3 of those things, there was the 4th and final challenge to get. When you get all the previous 3 items, you are automatically rewarded the execution. You can't kill me. And I had that execution, but I'm not going to show it right now because I don't want to really touch it. Sorry. I'll continue. So there's obviously gobble guns and such too at the end of this, so. Alright. So that's the end of my thing. Let me know what you all thought about this and what all you would like to see, whatnot, come back. So, I will see you guys later. Thank you very much for for watching, at least if you did. I appreciate it most certainly and utterly, grateful. I will see y'all later. At the end, in the meantime, y'all take care of yourselves and please enjoy your days. When we get more information about Black Ops 6 and such from the devs and all those related trusted sources, I will work on another video working on that. So thank you very much, you guys. I appreciate it. Hope you all have a great day. Please subscribe if you can. If you're interested in more of this information on me covering it, and y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you.